Okay guys, I just want to present scenarios of where we are economically using three variables. First is prices is in green, demand is in red, and supply is in blue. Let's go to the normal equilibrium scenario. Normal equilibrium scenario, demand is the same as supply, therefore prices are stable because there's no inequilibrium. Everything works. What was the world pre-COVID? Pre-COVID, you had the West in red, demanding, that's where demands for goods come from. But the East, China and India and all that, supplying much more, being able to infinitely supply however many iPhones you wanted, however many anything you wanted. That meant prices were going down because there's much more supply than there is demand. Okay, currently, where are we at? Currently we're at, demand is weak. Not gone down, but it's weak. It's not very high. Supply has gone down. The East, due to COVID, due to China with the lockdowns and everything, and due to generally inflation increases for them, commodities is expensive, energy has gone up, so their supply has gone down. They're not giving as much, and certainly not for the pathetic paper money they're getting anymore. They know it's worthless, so they're not accepting it as much. And so therefore, we've got prices going up, supply is going down, demand stable, prices go up. Now, what is their hope? What are they trying to do? So currently with the interest rates going up, they are hoping when you increase interest rates, you reduce demand for things because people have to spend more on debt expenses, mortgage rates go up, and businesses can't find, it's more harder for them to finance things. So therefore, demand goes down, right? And it goes down further than supply goes down. And so therefore, prices go down. So that is the hope. However, you want to see the reality? The reality is this. Looking at what they've done, these crazy governments, which basically have ruined everything for us, they destroyed the capacity in our economy. Green woke rubbish has prevented supply increases occurring. So currently the UK cannot store any gas. It's got a tiny amount of gas storage. It closed its last one down in 2017. It cannot store gas. It is incapable of managing its own energy. The nuclear reactors were shut down. Energy is through the roof. Prices are through the roof. And I can see no way in sight of how they're going to bring it down unless they abandon the woke environmental craziness. So that will continue. Now, not only that, you're also faced with, so the supply is going to go down. People cannot provide, the East cannot provide the same amount of goods for those prices. So their supply, how much they're giving to the world is much less. And you've got obviously the Russian debacle where they want to give you the cheap oil, but you're sanctioning yourself and preventing yourself from buying cheap oil and gas. So artificially inflating yourself, meaning you cannot produce as much. The West cannot produce as much. Think about it. If my business in the West is producing the same thing as in the East, which do buy cheap Russian gas, then my one is now out of business, right? Because my costs are much higher. I have to raise prices. They don't have to raise prices. So therefore my business collapses. That's the way it's working in the West now. Absolute self-destruction. You've never seen anything like it. But what have they done? This would be fine, lower supply. If we have lower demand, which we are, we're in a recession, we're going into depression. But America and Biden and the West, especially the UK, is refusing to allow that. America just passed the Inflation Reduction Act, the Green New Deal in different terms, and they've also passed the student debt cancellation, which varies between $300 billion and $900 billion. That's how much it's going to cost. So that is a huge inflationary pump. You're basically giving free money away. You're cancelling people's student loan debts, and you are creating these stupid green woke industries where you're giving free money for people to do anything green, right? So in that case, you are increasing demand in the face of decreasing supply. What happens to prices? Yeah, they just keep going up, which means interest rates have to keep going up, but they can't really go up because it would bankrupt everyone. So therefore, you just have increased prices without decreasing demand. Penury again, guys, in the form of charts.